Hello, boys and girls, and today we have a new story. Today's story is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And this story is retold by Bonnie Dobkin and illustrated by Rahish Tanwar. And the illustrator is the person who does the pictures. The title page, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once there was a little girl with a bright, happy smile and long, curly, blonde hair. Everyone called her Goldilocks. Goldilocks lived in a cottage by the edge of the woods. Always curious, she wondered what was in those woods. "May I go for a walk in the forest?" she asked her parents one day. "No," said her mother. "The woods are too big. You might lose your way." "No," said her father. "The woods can be dangerous. You might get hurt. Promise us you won't go into the woods," her parents said together. "I promise," sighed Goldilocks. One day, though the sun was shining, the air felt fresh and cool, and the branches of the trees seemed to be waving at her. Goldilocks thought about her promise. "I probably shouldn't go into those woods," she said. But she did. Now, deep in the woods, there was another cottage, and in this cottage lived three bears. Papa Bear was a great big bear with a great big voice. He liked to fix things around the house, and he loved to cook. Mama Bear was a medium-sized bear with a soft, sweet voice. She liked to work in the yard, and she loved to sing. Baby Bear was a very small bear with a thin, squeaky voice. He liked to do whatever his parents were doing. One morning, Papa Bear made a big pot of delicious porridge. He filled 3 bowls to the very top. First, he filled a great big bowl. Then, he filled a medium-sized bowl. And finally, he filled a very small bowl with pictures of honeybees on it. "The porridge looks wonderful," said Mama Bear. "The porridge smells wonderful," said Baby Bear. "The porridge is wonderful," said Papa Bear. "Let's eat up." "Yo!" cried Baby Bear. "This porridge is too hot." "He's right," said Mama Bear, looking at Papa. "Well then," said Papa Bear, "why don't we go for a walk until the porridge cools off?" "Hooray!" said Baby Bear, fanning his tongue, and they set off into the forest. Just as the 3 bears left for their walk, someone came running out of the forest. It was Goldilocks. "Why didn't I listen to my parents?" she said. "Now I'm lost. I don't know which way to go." Then Goldilocks saw the cottage. Always curious, she wondered who lived there. She knocked on the door. "Hello," she said. "Is anyone home?" Of course, no one was. As she kept knocking, the door swung open. I probably shouldn't go inside," she said. But she did. The first thing Goldilocks saw was a cozy living room. It was a fireplace and 3 chairs made of wood. One was a great big chair with a tall back and thick arms. One was a medium-sized chair. It glowed in the light and had a soft, fluffy cushion. And one was very small with butterflies painted on it. Goldilocks suddenly realized that her feet hurt. "This isn't my house," she said. "I probably shouldn't sit in those chairs." Do you think she sat in the chairs? And which one do you think she sat in? First, she sat in a great big chair. The scratchy wood left splinters in her bottom. "Ouch," she said. "This chair's too rough." Next, Goldilocks sat in the medium-sized chair. The chair was so slippery, she slid right off. "Whoops," she said. "This chair's too smooth." Finally, she sat in a very small chair. "Ah," sighed Goldilocks. "This one is just right." Crash! The chair broke into pieces. "Oh no," said Goldilocks. "Look what I've done. I have to leave." But then she smelled a wonderful smell. Always curious. That's that word again, curious. She followed the smell to the doorway of the kitchen. I wonder what she'll find in the kitchen. On a table in the kitchen, Goldilocks saw 3 bowls. The wonderful smell was coming from them. I wonder what's in the bowls. Suddenly, Goldilocks realized she was very hungry. "I probably shouldn't taste what's in those bowls," said Goldilocks. But she did. First, she tasted the porridge in the great big bowl. "Oh," she cried, "this porridge is too hot." Next, she tasted the porridge in the medium-sized bowl. "Ew," she said, "this porridge is too cold." Finally, she tasted the porridge in the very small bowl. It wasn't too hot and it wasn't too cold. "Yum," said Goldilocks. "This porridge is just right." And then she ate it all up. I wonder, whose porridge did that belong to? Was it the big bear, the medium-sized bear, or the small bear? Whichever bear it was, they won't be happy to see all their porridge is gone. Now, Goldilocks saw a stairway leading up to another floor of the cottage. Always curious, she wondered what was at the top of those stairs. "I probably shouldn't go up there," she said. But she did. At the top of the stairs, Goldilocks saw 3 beds. One was a great big bed that was painted blue. One was a medium-sized bed that was painted red. And one was a very small bed with a blue and red frame. Can you tell which was the big blue bed? Can you see which is the medium red bed? I bet you can find the small bed that was red and blue. Suddenly, Goldilocks realized that she was feeling very sleepy. I probably shouldn't try those beds, she said. What do you guys think? Do you think she's going to try the beds? You're right, she did. First, she tried the great big bed. Her head went down with a thunk. Oh, she said, this bed is too hard. Next, she tried the medium-sized bed. This time, she almost disappeared. She could barely breathe. Said Goldilocks. This bed is too soft. Finally, she tried the very small bed. It wasn't too hard and it wasn't too soft. What do you think about your bed? Do you think it's hard? Is it soft? Or, said Goldilocks, this bed is just right. And she snuggled under the covers and fell fast asleep. I bet your bed is like the very small bed. It's just right. A little while later, the three bears returned from their walk. They stopped in surprise when they saw the open door. Oh no, said Mama Bear. Something has been in our house. Be careful, said Papa Bear. That someone could still be in there. I wonder if they'll find Goldilocks. Three bears tiptoed into the living room. Someone's been sitting in my chair, grumbled Papa Bear. Someone's been sitting in my chair, gasped Mama Bear. Someone's been sitting in my chair, squeaked Baby Bear. And that someone broke it all to pieces. Oh, poor Baby Bear. They hurried into the kitchen. Someone's been eating my porridge, roared Papa Bear. Someone's been eating my porridge, cried Mama Bear. Someone's been eating my porridge, squeaked Baby Bear. And that someone, they ate it all up. Oh, Baby Bear, he has a broken chair and all of his porridge is gone. Now the three bears rushed up the stairs. Someone's been sleeping in my bed, growled Papa Bear. Someone's been sleeping in my bed, whispered Mama Bear. Someone's been sleeping in my bed, squeaked Baby Bear. And that someone is still there. Papa and Mama Bear rushed over next to Baby Bear. They looked at Goldilocks, then they looked at each other. Papa Bear let out a great big roar. Goldilocks woke up. First, she saw a very small bear with big, wide eyes. Next, she saw a medium-sized bear with a worried frown. Then she saw a great, big bear with great, big teeth and great, big claws. Oh no! Goldilocks shrieked. Oh, she has a surprised and scared look on her face. Goldilocks jumped out of the bed, rushed across the bedroom, leaped down the stairs, ran through the kitchen, raced across the living room, and burst out the door. She ran and ran and ran until she saw her own cottage through the trees at the edge of the forest. Well, it looks like Goldilocks is running pretty fast home. Her mother and father were standing in the doorway. Goldilocks ran up to them. "We've been so worried," they cried, giving her a hug. Oh, they gave her hugs. They missed her and they were so happy she found her way back home. "I'm sorry," said Goldilocks. "I should have listened to you. But at least you're safe," said her father. "Come in the house. I'll make you something to eat." Ooh, I wonder if she'll tell them about the porridge that she had. The next day, Goldilocks sat out in front on her front step again. She could see the forest. The trees seemed to smile at her. "I probably shouldn't go into the woods again," she told herself. But the end. I hope you enjoyed the story today. I wonder, do you think Goldilocks will go into the forest again? I think it's very important that we listen to our parents. They try to keep us safe, just like Goldilocks' parents. I hope you guys enjoyed the story today. Till next time, friends. Bye.